excited for summer camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I really didn't like that, so I'm actually going to ask you all to howl like a wolf. So at the count of 3, I want everyone to howl the best you can do. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh! Nice, very good. So that actually, what animal is that? What did we just do? A wolf, very good. Now, would you say wolf is part of nature? Yeah, absolutely. So we know a wolf is part of nature. What else would be part of nature?
Grass.
Grass, very good. What else? One more.
Dragon.
Dragon? Ooh, dragon. Maybe a Komodo dragon, right? Yeah, Komodo dragon is part of nature, right? So we have all these different aspects of nature. We want to keep that in mind as throughout the summer, and we're going to do our nature walks. We're going to be walking through the Cook County Forest Preserve, right? Because we're right now in the cabin, so we don't see anything. All we have is our 4 walls, and that's it, and this little boring screen. So when we go out there, just keep in mind that we're going to see a lot of things. So right now what we're going to do is that we're going to do a little activity. So I want everyone to put up some deer ears. This is what I call deer ears, all right? So you're going to put them behind you. So if you notice, deers have really big ears. So, and the reason for that is because they have, so they can hear their predators or anyone that wants to eat them. So we're going to do a little fast activity. So when you hear my voice, I want you to nod, all right? So just keep your ears, just like this, cup your ears behind. Don't cover them, so then you won't be able to hear me. So put them like that. All right, so can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Right? That was really hard, right? So actually, for any of you who have really big ears, like deers, have the advantage to hear really well. So I want you to put your ears back on actually right now, and we're going to do a little listening activity to see what we can hear if we were in the forest by tomorrow. So let's see all those beautiful deer ears right now. Do we have them up? Good, all right. So, is the audio up? All right, that's okay, everyone. So turns out we don't have our audio for today, but I promise you for a fact that we will hear all these different natures. So if we were out in the forest preserve at this moment, what would we hear? Shout it out, scream it at me.
Birds.
Birds, what else?
Bugs.
Bugs, what kind of bugs? More specific.
Crickets.
Crickets, yeah. What else? What's a really noisy animal that actually, an insect that comes every 17 years? Cicadas, yeah, they're really annoying and they're going to hiss at you all this time. But yeah, so we know that a lot of things are part of nature. Are we part of nature as well? Yeah, so we are part of nature, and everything that we do affects nature as well. So because there's so many things that we can cover for nature that we can discover when we're doing our nature walks, we're only going to talk about 2 things. And one of them is a plant called the bee balm, and the other one is our great friendly friend, the North American beaver. All right, so we're going to start off with our bee balm. This is actually a really cool plant that I love. So this is actually a prairie plant. Does anyone know anything about the bee balm? No? No? That's okay. That's perfect. That's why I'm here. So the bee balm is actually a really pretty plant that grows up to like 2 to 4 feet. So that's pretty high, actually. And it grows very wild. What does it mean if it grows wild? Anyone know? That's okay. So what it means is that it grows everywhere. It doesn't stop growing. It's just going to keep on going and going. And it's a really cool plant, actually, because it's part of the mint family, so you can make tea out of it. So if one of these days you feel really down, you feel really sick and you have a cold, this is a perfect plant you can use to make tea out of. So you can use the little flower, the bulbs, and the leaves to make your tea. It's exactly what they used to do back in the day if anyone got sick, now we have those, which is really gross for teeth. Something really cool that I actually brought for us to look at is the actual plant. So I took this out a few days ago, and it's actually dried out. And as you're passing around, I want you to cup the leaves and smell them like this. And as you're smelling it, keep that smell inside your mind. Keep that around. There you go. Just smell it. So, as we're passing around, does anyone know what kind of animals like to eat the nectar out of this flower? Bees, very good. Buzzing bees. What else? Two more. Something that flies. Butterflies. One more thing that flies. Hummingbirds, very good. So they love the nectar because it's very sweet, it's very good. And you can always get it and you can just smell it right away. If you've ever been out into the prairies of Illinois, we know this is all flatlands and we have prairies all over the place. You will be buried in bee balm and you will hear the buzzing of the bees and the flying of the hummingbirds. It's really amazing, and when we go out in our nature preserves and our nature walks, you will certainly get to see this. So, besides the name bee balm, I know you're all passing it around right now. I actually have it a personal name, and it's really cool, and it'll probably help you remember it. I call it the pizza plant. Ooh, who likes pizza here? I love pizza. Chicago-style pizza. Why not, right? So good. So, what does it smell like of an ingredient that we put on pizza? Does anyone know? Anyone that's already smelled it? It's an ingredient. It's an herb. Basil. Not basil. Close.
Oregano.
Yeah.
Oregano. Very good. Yes, it smells like oregano. So when we go out into the forest preserve and we find bee balm, what's another name we can call it?
Oregano.
Not oregano. What's another name we can call it? Pizza plant. There we go. Good job, everyone. That's awesome. All right. So now what we're going to talk about is our friendly friend, the beaver. Who's met our friend the beaver here? Has anyone seen him before? Oh, you've seen him, right? What did he tell you? Yeah, you know what? Because he's really friendly. So, does anyone know where this beaver would live?
The dam.
Does he fly?
No.
No. What did you say?
The dam.
A dam. What is a dam?
Sticks and mud and whatever they can find.
Yes, very good. So a dam is actually sticks and muds and stones, and what they'll do is they'll block a part of the river, and they'll make their own very little personal pond just for themselves. And in that pond, they have a lodge, and that's their home. And inside that lodge is where they'll sleep. And outside of that lodge, they'll also have a little food storage place. So does anyone know what they like to eat? Fish. Not fish. Here, I'll give you a hint. They don't eat meat.
Trees.
They eat trees. What else? Nuts? Nuts, yes.
Twigs.
Twigs, good. What else?
Berries.
Berries, yes. So they're herbivores, so they like to eat anything that comes out of the ground. Nothing that swims, flies, or breathes. So, yeah. A really cool thing that I love about the beaver, see that? Does anyone know what it is? It says it right there, but it's a skull, yeah. So what's really unique about this skull? Does it look like our skulls? No. What's really weird about this skull?
The teeth.
The teeth. What about the teeth? What's wrong with the teeth?
They're really far out and huge.
Yeah, they are huge. They're actually really strong teeth. Why do you think they have really big teeth like this? Let's all put out teeth like this. Can we all put out big teeth like this? These are beaver teeth. All right, why do they have big teeth like this?
To eat trees.
To eat trees. What else?
Munch down wood.
Munch down wood. Yes. What else? To build their, what did we say?
Dam.
Their dams. Yes. So they use those very strong teeth to build their dams. And actually, a really cool fact is that those teeth never stop growing. They keep on growing. So that's why they have to grind down their teeth and grind down on trees and refine their teeth to make them shorter. They can actually keep on growing and actually penetrate their skull. Ooh, can you imagine that? Having our teeth keep on growing into all the way to our skulls? That's not a pretty picture. So they're going to keep on doing that for a very long time. So what I also have in here is the picture of the dam. So we see that this is the whole river, and they just blocked off the whole river to make their own personal little pond. And right here is we have our lodge and their home. So they're going to walk in here, and in there they're going to sleep in there all winter long. What do you call it when you sleep in all winter long? Hibernation, yeah, right? So they're going to hibernate all winter long, and they're going to keep their food right there, right next to it. So if they're hungry, they have the munchies in the winter, they're going to go in there and they're going to get a snack of berries, twigs, or anything they have stored in there. So does anyone know how Chicago actually got started? It has to do with the beaver. How it really got established and popular.
It was a swamp.
It was very swampy, so we did have some beavers out here, but what about the beaver helped establish Chicago? The fur. So, has anyone felt the beaver fur before? It's really soft, actually. It's really strong and durable. So actually, a beaver's fur actually has two different types of furs. It has a bottom coat and an overcoat. That bottom coat, they're born with it, and it's very soft. It's soft like a blanket, and it keeps them warm. And that overcoat, what it does, it keeps them dry. It's actually like their personal little, what do you call it, raincoat. So they have a personal little raincoat. Back in the day in Chicago, we had a lot of abundance of beavers, so they used to use their fur pelts. They would kill them, yes, I know, very cruel. And they would use their pelts so that for hats and coats and anything like that. And that's how Chicago actually got started back in the day. But we started to see that the beaver population started decreasing, and we almost didn't have any, and that's very sad. So what we did, we started protecting these animals, and then we got the population big enough. So another really cool thing is that I love to talk about is how beavers communicate. Does anyone know how they communicate? The tails, very good. So what I want to do, everyone, I want everyone to put their hands out like this. All right? So what we're going to do, we're going to slap, this is our tail, this is the pond. We're going to slap our tail on the pond. All right, so what we're going to do now, I just showed you everything about the bee balm. So if you think, which one's the bee balm? Would it be this one or that one? If you think it's that one, I want you to communicate to me like a beaver and tell me, is it the first one? Give me a tail. Very good. Why is it the first one? Anyway, why is it the first one?
It has a bee up.
It has a bee, and that one, oh, that one has a bee too.
Purple.
It's purple, very good. Just like in our other picture, it's purple. It's not yellow. So here's another one. Which one is the beaver? Is it the first one? Give me a tail slap. Is it the second one? Yeah, why is it the second one? Because it's eating sticks. What's the first one eating? It's a fish. Does anyone know what animal that is?
Otter.
An otter, very good. Yeah, otters eat fish and not beavers. They like their twigs. They like to eat healthy. So now that we know our bee balm and our beaver, just keep in mind as we're going to our nature walks through the whole summer, keep an eye out for these animals to try to count how many we see. Just keep your eyes out and feed in everything. Thank you.